He's got his hat on. Oh, oh, you can't hear it like the whippersnipper.
Hello.
Hello. For the last time, mate. Yeah, I've got mine on too.
For the last time. All right, wait. Check
Oh,
this out.
was that the tank top or the I know, I've got the same. I've got the Paul Metcalf version.
Oh yeah, I've got the
Back the
original Thirsty
OG.
Merchants giveaway
Yeah.
promo
Oh my
tank
God.
top.
Yeah, absolutely. The OG. The
Okay, I'm taking
OG.
that off. It's way too hot. Oh wait, no, we got to get a photo first. I'm gonna keep this on for
Oh,
the
can I
photo.
get a I'm just deciding what I'm gonna drink.
Okay. Oh shit. Oh, oh no. All right.
Is
All
it going to
right.
be Jack Daniels or Gentleman Jack? Probably
Why
should have
not
done
have both?
Gentleman Jack. I'm fucking gonna have both.
You got to start with the old number seven, I think.
Oh yeah, yeah. But then you got to work. Oh, I don't know. I feel like I should start posh and finish
So that's actually
on the
that's good.
regular,
You'll
and
appreciate it
I'll
more.
appreciate this.
Yeah. All
All right,
right.
go get a screenshot.
All right. Oh, it's so hot down here. Jesus Christ, I got to
I
take
am
this
going to have a
off.
beer first, though. I do have this. I just want to plug this one before we get cracking.
Oh, there we go.
That
All right.
is
Whoa, there we go.
the Sanctus Common Ground Brewing collaboration black IPA. And I brought my cleanest glass with me.
Mm.
So last time I have to put up with that shit.
Do I have to pour this into a glass or just send it straight to my gob?
I sent it. How come you got cans? I got bottles.
I know. Sorry. Did I say already that I'm drinking the Strider
Yeah,
4.4?
Strider, classic
Yeah.
lager. Yeah, 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 yeah. I got
Yeah.
bottles.
Well, I got
You
one
get the
bottle, one
can.
can, and then one can of the 2.2%, which is really not for me. But this one's good. It tastes good. I'm happy with it. 1.3
Look at this
standards.
glass.
Well, not amazing. I'll be honest.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably my best work.
It's not great. There's a lot of bubbles in it.
Well, last show,
Last show. I'm looking like a fucking tomato too.
right?
Doesn't matter. I'm hot.
What did you do?
I've just been building this roastery and it's I don't have front door keys, so I have no ventilation. I've got a big garage door at the back, and they haven't given me the keys to the front door yet. It's dead bolted,
Yes.
and it's just I'm just melting in there every day.
I saw like a story or a reel or something like that, and there was like a carpenter just whizzing through the place. Was that
Yes.
you building the bar?
No. So I've been doing what have I been doing? I did all the floors today, and I put together all the tables and chairs, and I got my mate Dan to do the walls. It's not the bar; it's just the back of the
Yeah.
kitchen. Everything else is going to be movable. We're just moving everything in. Tomorrow I've got Sparkies going in. I've got plumbers coming in on Monday. And then we're decommissioning the roaster tomorrow in the rain. And
Oh,
we've
to
got the
move it over.
staff Christmas party on. So it's all fucking happening.
Isn't that amazing? Your story from the time when we started this.
Yeah. It's not over yet, and it could get worse.
No,
Fucking
I
hell.
know, but no, 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 no. If you go back to like what we were talking about on episode one,
Mm.
right? A lot in your life has changed in
Mostly,
144
mostly for the
episodes.
bad, but yeah, there has been some good.
Some good, yeah.
Um,
Are
yeah.
you enjoying the like overall taking a step back? Are you enjoying the coffee business?
To be honest, I don't really like the coffee business. I like the fact that we have our own sites. That I like that part of it, and I like the manufacturing. So no, you can't really call it manufacturing. I like the
It's
FMCG.
the food, yeah, the
Yeah,
FMCG, yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. I like that part of it. I like the brand building. I like we've got a really great team, and it's taken a year to get rid of the people we don't want to have and find the people we do want to have. So
Mm,
that stuff is really good. But as an industry, it's it's impossible. It's so hard.
mm.
And I mean, beer's so hard
Worse than
too.
beer.
Well, it's different because beer was so good for so long because it was growing, and we were kind of
Mm,
riding that wave, as were you, back in the day.
mm, mm,
Um, but worse than beer for sure when it comes to like it's just an old business. It's not growing. It's cutthroat like you wouldn't believe.
mm,
It's not just like two majors that you're dealing with for competition. It's every single coffee shop only has one blend really that they care about,
mm. Yeah.
and it's very hard to be that blend. So that stuff I don't love. I've never really loved like I like competition, but that's not the thing that excites me about business. I like the making things and the branding things and the content, that kind of side of things.
Mm,
It's like
mm,
ruthlessly not negotiating prices on shit is not for me, you know?
mm,
So yeah, pros and cons.
mm. What's your long-term plan for
Stay in business would be the goal.
it? Yep, I hear
Yeah.
you. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, the
Um,
risks is honestly like I think I told you this about the AWOL lease. They're coming after me because when they went into VA, they just go after the guarantors, and I was the guarantor even though I hadn't been there
mm,
for 2 years.
I didn't
That
know
lease
that.
is that lease has got 120 grand owing on it. So I just got a random email the other day, but lawyers requesting 120 grand from me, which I
Mm,
obviously don't have. Um, and I'm so in my head, I'm thinking, okay, well, when we signed that lease, was I being naive or stupid thinking to sign that lease? And not really, because the business was exploding. We desperately needed the space. We thought it was a good thing that no one else would really ever lease that building because it was right next to ours. Um, but now I have to pay for it. You know, it's not that long ago. It's only 2 or 3 years
mm,
ago.
mm,
And it blows your mind how much shit can change. And at the same time as all that happening, I've just signed a 5 year lease for this new site.
mm, mm.
So now I've got the Narang site and I've got this 5 year lease at the new site. So if this doesn't work, I'm just unbelievably fucked, you
You're
know?
never leasing anything again.
Well, that's what you're saying. Then you just sign another lease because how else are you supposed to run a business like this? You
Mm.
need a lease.
Are you going to close the big place or just downsize it or?
Well, I don't have none of them are big. The Narang ones, the Narang one is two warehouses. It's got a roastery and cafe at the front, and it's got a big warehouse. Well, I'm going to say big. It's not big compared to Black Ops big. It's a 300 square meter warehouse at the back.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Um, I'm getting rid of that warehouse, and we're taking over this new one in Ashmore and taking the roaster with us. So we'll keep Narang, keep the cafe, use the rest for a warehouse, and then we'll have a whole new site, which will be more of a flagship roastery in a
Yeah.
much better location.
Let me ask you this question because I'm kind of fascinated by this. You've built breweries and you know all of the fucking rigmarole that happens with town planning and all that sort of shit because you've lived it more than one occasion.
Yeah.
And now you're moving your roastery from one building to another. What's the planning permission like to do that?
We will find out.
Oh, so
I do not know.
do you need a DA or something? Or
No, no, I don't think so. I
because
mean,
it's really, yeah,
it's
it's
a
just
40 kilo roaster. It's sort of like a big oven, and it
yeah,
doesn't really have any waste. We've got an afterburner that kind of burns all of the excess. There's nothing else that goes into roasting coffee. You know, beer's got the whole trade waste problem. That's the biggest thing with beer
yes,
is all the plumbing and the cutting up of the drains and the trade waste. Coffee, it's just like a big oven. You're kind of just cooking something, a little bit more and then
bit
bagging
simpler.
it. It's not the same as beer. Beer is so complicated. That's one thing I don't miss is just like every single moment you're on a brewery in the back of your mind, something is alive in your brewery and it could at any moment it could go to shit and completely destroy your whole company. Like
Yes,
that's
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
truth.
yeah. I
Um,
hear, I hear
yeah,
you.
it's
But it's
scary.
interesting. It's like we had our get together drinks at the German club last Saturday, and shout out to Travis and the crew at the Brisbane German club,
Trent,
the old
Trent, right?
Trent, sorry Trent, yes,
Yeah,
the Deutsche Turnverein, the gymnastics club. That's what that means.
right.
And thanks for the industry discount fucking
I
cards
think it
that
was a
we've got.
staff discount.
Staff discount card. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So that was
Wait,
pretty
did you get to
rad.
keep that? What's the go with that?
Oh, look, maybe it'll work when I go back. Maybe it
You
won't.
look,
I don't know. But
you look guilty. I don't think I even used it that night because I felt so bad. I'm just sending it without it. Uh,
it was got saw Lex there as well, and that was really good. And yeah, so thank you so much for that. That was absolutely magnificent.
yeah,
And there's some good chats there. We had Adam Shell there, and
he was in good
um,
form.
Jet. Yeah, he was in great form. Yeah, and Jet Rigetti was there, and it was pretty good. And yeah, it was a
Yeah,
whole bunch of cool people.
there's a guy there, Nick Bonner, was one of the very, very first Black Ops supporters. Went on to become a crowdfunding investor. Used to come into the brewery. Used to listen to the original Black Ops podcast, which you and me did years ago.
Mm.
It might
Yeah,
even
yeah,
be like
yeah.
10 years ago almost.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, getting close.
And then came to the meetup on the weekend, which is so cool.
Yeah, it was very cool.
And
Very
Trent, yeah,
cool.
Trent's a fucking legend. What a nice guy that guy is. What a
Oh,
legend.
it was just superb. Just got us a table right at the front and watched Adzi fucking dancing to the band, and
Yep.
it
Didn't
was
have to
really
see
good.
that. Watched had the
Didn't need to
F1 on the
see that.
screen out
No.
the front.
We watched the quali. Yes, that was pretty good.
Um, it's been a long time since I've drunk that much beer, I'll be honest, because I was ordering 500 ml beers and we were there for quite a while. I don't know exactly when we left, but there was normally I'll have a couple of beers and then I'll have wine or I'll stop, but that was a lot of beer drinking.
Yeah, yeah,
That
it
was
was
good
good. And I
too.
and I
Every
had a
beer
crack
was
at
really
the
good.
the pork knuckle and failed miserably. And
Yeah, it wasn't even close.
I didn't even get started. It was just bad. But I just thought it'd be cool to get one.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's like $50, right? So you want to
Yeah,
at least
yeah,
eat some of it.
exactly, exactly.
He was
So
telling us the process they go through to prepare those things. Like
it's a
it's
lot
quite a
of
bit of
work that
work.
goes into them. Yeah, 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 absolutely.
Mm.
So the question that got asked, and I don't know if we've addressed it here on the show, is why are we ending this?
Oh, I feel like we've addressed it, haven't we?
Have we? Yeah. No,
Well,
what's your
I mean,
personal reason? I think we sort of talked about it in a flowery way. I mean, my reason for sort of, ending this personally is I've not that I've had enough of you, but no, it's like I think it's done its job, this
yeah,
podcast. I think it's done its job. And if you think about the things that we have documented in the craft brewing industry in the 4 years, I think when we started, this was 2021 or something like that, wasn't it?
it was
Yeah.
September 21 because I remember you saying it
Yeah.
was a lockdown thing, and I checked when lockdown was because I thought it wasn't. But lockdown actually ended, according to ChatGPT, in August 21, which very much surprised me.
Yeah.
I thought it was like the end
And
of
yeah, it's
2020.
weird. But we basically for me personally, it's
Adam Shell entered the waiting room. Shall I let him in?
yeah, let him in. Why not?
Fuck, he was right in the middle of a fucking personal story. Oh no,
Which
how's this
one
going to
though?
go? Wait, did you plan this?
Huh?
How does he even have the link?
What do you mean?
Adam
Adam
Shell.
Shell.
Yeah, how does he even know what is happening?
It's like a random Adam
Wow.
Shell. Here he comes.
Okay,
Where
it
is
says
he?
Adam. Which one do you think this is?
I don't know.
There'd be no way of knowing. The dancing one.
It's a. Here we go. Who knows? Let's find out. There he
Oh, it's
is.
not. Oh my god! All right, Adam Shell,
How are you, mate? What do
show
you
me,
got?
G'day, gentlemen.
give us a dance. Can you dance? Because I'm not sure which one you are. Can you just
It's-
dance for me for a
I'm not the
minute?
dancing monkey. I'm the other one.
You're the other one.
Well, he's older than me, so technically, and he comes from the lineage of the Adam Shells, apparently. So, yeah, technically, I'm the other one.
Wow.
Oh no, 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 no!
I'm
Isn't
not
that
the other one
interesting
in
though?
terms of Hendo, though, because I'm the first one Hendo met.
Yeah,
I'm
Well,
probably the
congrats
that's
on
first one
having
you
your
met
own
as well,
beer.
Dan.
What's that?
see the
I'm probably
thing
the first
is,
one you met as well.
I'm the first one you met. I'm sorry. You're the
yeah.
first one I met. Yes.
But this is the thing, right? We haven't had. Have you been on here before,
No.
No,
Azzy?
no.
No.
Okay, so this
But
is really
didn't I
interesting
met you
because
back in homebrewing days, right? At Burley?
No, when I was working for the King, mate.
working for Caliber
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah, way
Yeah.
back when. Probably
Yeah.
was in
so.
repping.
So it's like 10 years ago I started
Yeah, it's a long time
working
ago.
in with Caliber, pretty
Yeah.
much.
So isn't it interesting that I have two friends that are called Adam Shell, and on this show we've never seen them both on here at the same time. So
Oh,
the
okay.
question is it a Tyler Durden situation we're dealing with here?
Oh shit. Oh yeah.
It could be.
Have you planned? You've obviously
So
planned
which
all this,
one's
Hendo. Have you
Brad
got the
Pitt
other
and
one
which
coming
one?
as well?
I asked both
You're the
because I
only
thought
one
it'd
who
be funny
said.
to get both. No, but other Adam Shell, he's working this evening, so he can't make it. So
All right. Now, Adam, the other one. What are you working with there in terms of beverages? You got something?
I'm on an Asahi.
Wow.
I was
Okay.
actually
Tokyo
just gonna.
Ted.
Let's
I
get a
was just,
screenshot.
I'm on
Let's
a full
just.
Tokyo Ted, like a proper Tokyo Ted. Ooh, you're on Nick Kyrgios's beer.
Yep. Yep.
I only get the cans because they're brewed in Japan.
That is
Oh,
correct. If you get the
wow.
bottles, they're brewed in China now.
Yeah, for a long time they've been brewed in China, and
You can taste the
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah, I reckon
Oh
so. I
shit,
don't,
yeah.
Sapporo from Australia is okay because it's brewed down at Cooper's. But
Coopers, yeah.
Oh, true.
mm,
Where's this shit brewed?
Where's the
Stry oh
Kyrgios
07.
beer come from?
Don't know. It says Stry oh
Wagga?
07 on the little code there. Best before
Interesting.
March 25. I mean, it's probably Tribe or something. Tribe was still
it's
going, right? Tribe were
probably
Yeah,
like
they're
the
still
OG
going.
VA, weren't they?
I
yeah.
think they're still
They'd be the
going.
close. He's a Canberra boy, so they'd be one of the closest to where he's located. So
Well,
Yeah, that
apparently
makes
he was
sense.
just around the corner when we did the meetup, and there was a member of the group was said he'd caught up with him the day before and was talking about the crowdfunding and saying it was going off. I don't know how true any of this is, but
As in our meetup
yes, remember
at the
there was
German club?
there was a member of our group that said that hung out with him the day before, and he'd told him that had 20,000 EOIs for the crowdfunding and it was going to go off and all this kind of stuff.
Geez, that would have been funny as fuck if Nick Kyrgios had walked in at the German club last
Don't
Saturday.
say don't say
Well,
Kyrgios. Hendo doesn't know who he is. He just called him Nick
He's
Kyrgios.
he's a cricketer, isn't he?
Kyrgios, mate. Come on, Hendo. Come on.
I don't
The,
watch.
the,
I
the
don't watch.
person in our
At
group
least one
How do
I
you
reckons he's
watch is
not know?
Australia's
F1.
How do
best
you
ever
not
tennis
know who?
player.
How do you not know who the most interesting tennis? I wouldn't say he's the best tennis player, but he's our best at the moment, or was, but definitely one of the most interesting.
He
I
is
just
probably the most
He's
interesting.
McEnroe-esque in terms of his meltdown. So
Yeah.
you know,
He
I
also
just
watched
watch
yeah, have you seen the one where he
F1.
sees the reporter who was in the bar the night before? That was a good time. He's like, you're in the pub last night.
yeah, he's the one that spoke about his best mate fucking another tennis player's missus to him to sort of shit on him while they're playing a match.
Well,
Wow,
he's
that's
he's
sledging to the next level.
he's
It
pretty
is.
funny. I'll give him that. He's pretty funny.
What
Mate,
time did the podcast start? I
only
never.
10 minutes
I'll
ago.
be honest, I never listened, so
No.
I prefer to speak to you in person.
Well, that's something.
It was good. You're kind of the reason that the podcast didn't happen for like 3 weeks when I was in Japan, or part of the
Yeah,
reason to go over
yeah,
for
you
your wedding and
can't
everything. I'm not
completely
blaming
blame
you.
me,
Oh
mate.
yeah,
No.
congratulations. That looked awesome.
Cheers, mate. It was great.
Yeah.
My favorite thing, obviously, from Japan is my wife, and then everything else from Japan comes in a distant second, but it's all still pretty good.
So what was
Oh,
second?
absolutely.
Just let's just go with number two as well.
Oh, if I was to be honest and give people a good thing, is get onto Sendai as an area to go and visit.
Oh,
Oh, right,
okay.
Because
okay.
that doesn't go high on the list of things for people to do. But being that I've been there a few times with a lovely wife that's from Japan, etc., it means we get to travel to a few places that others don't necessarily go on their first trip there or potentially their only trip there. So
Mm.
I'd definitely
True.
stick that on the list. And came across an awesome brewery from Shizuoka. They're actually called West Coast Brewing, which is funny because Shizuoka is technically sort of on the East Coast. But their beers are fucking good.
Wow.
And they had a whole bunch of collab beers with some like dance like act from the area as well that they had on the go, and yeah, it was good shit. It's all
What was your
tasty.
favorite? What's your favorite combini food? Like your convenience store food?
The Fami Chicky
Um,
fried chicken
it's
on,
hard to go past that, isn't
on
it? For
on
like
an
a
egg
dollar 20.
sandwich.
Yeah,
I stick it on an egg sandwich, and
yeah.
then just have multiple beers and strong nines on the go, and you're winning.
What's strong
Oh,
nine?
So that's the
it's like
one-nine-six
the
strong version.
196.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's the 9% version, and it
Oh
comes in
no.
Yeah,
five.
Oh
It
no.
comes in the tall boys like this. So it's
yeah. Imagine like hard
Oh.
solo, but double the strength.
yeah.
And yeah,
The Japanese don't piss around with preloading.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was enjoying you could get like the cans of highball, which you'd always fucking spot me with. And I always did the seven, like I did the 9% ones, but it just wrecks you. And the 7%
Yeah.
ones, I'll just go all day on it, you know. Fami Chicky definitely up there for me. There was this ice cream that I had that was like this wafer, two bits of wafer that looked like chocolate
With
blocks.
vanilla
And
and
you just
chocolate.
snapped it off, yeah, and just vanilla and chocolate on the inside. God damn, that was so good.
That sounds pretty good.
And the non-combini food, what are they called again? The egg sandos. It's what is it in Japanese? It's what's the word for
Which
egg
one?
again? For
Well,
egg.
Tamago.
Tamago sando at the hotel where the wedding was.
Oh yeah, yep,
Oh,
yeah. That
did
was
you? Oh
yeah. I
my
got one of those.
God.
It's good.
I got two.
What's on an egg sandwich?
It's egg, mushed up egg and mayonnaise.
Yeah,
Cold
like
bread, full
Kewpie
cold meal.
Kewpie mayo. So that's like
Yeah,
Kewpie mayo. They only use the yolk, so that's why it's so tasty
Keepy is
and
good.
naughty.
Yeah. Oh
yeah.
wow.
The best thing on the I'll bring it back to the beer front with the convenience stores and the convenies is because we were there in October at the Family Marts, the Suntory beers had a Marzen that
Oh,
was just
Yes.
done for October, and fuck, it was delicious.
nice.
Um, and I was wandering through another convenience store at one point, after a nice dinner and came across a Brooklyn IPA. So it's obviously being brewed by probably Asahi over there. But you're in a convenience store, and I checked. So obviously, the first thing I do is I go and check the underside of the can. It was 7 days from packaging.
Jesus.
Whoa.
I was just like, Jesus Christ, I'm going to grab a couple of these, and they were like $2, $2.20
Oh,
a beer.
nice.
That's
That's like
impressive. That is
you convinced
impressive.
me. Let's
Mm.
move to Japan. Fuck this shit all.
I'm trying to find a picture of this fucking egg
It is
sando,
nice to
mate.
drink for reasonable prices and eat for reasonable prices, and I feel bad for venues and,
Oh,
and,
there it
and
is.
brewers and everyone else that have to deal with the taxes and excise and everything else that goes on that leads to us paying a small fortune to enjoy ourselves
Look
here.
at that.
Yeah. Oh,
Look at
that's
that egg
it?
sando. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
That's
Well,
a ridiculous amount of egg sando.
that's just too much egg and it's too cold.
Mm.
Mm, yeah,
No, that's
but
good.
look at that. And you get one with strawberries and cream in it.
Okay.
That
No
was
egg though,
that was
right?
$5. And then there
Those are
was
expensive
and
ones,
I
by the
bought
way.
one.
I
Look at
don't want to
that.
see Hendo's
Look at that.
photos in here. All right.
Look at that. Unbelievable.
Wait, they separate. Wait, how do they do? Okay, I see. It's like sliced. Okay.
It's
All
two
right.
layers of egg and mayonnaise, and then they get another egg and they slice the egg and they put that in the middle.
Okay.
It's like an egg on egg sandwich.
That is the
Wow. Right. Well,
gourmet
I'm
one.
looking for ideas to what to do with my eggs because I've just got an abundance here now. I've got like 4 chickens laying eggs. So I've got so
Oh,
many.
Tamago
nice.
sando. Tamago
All right.
sando. If I would eat a tamago sando for every day for the rest of my life, and I would never complain.
Okay. All right. I'll give it a go.
Get
I'm
some,
not
get
a huge
yourself
fan
some
of cold
Kewpie,
sandos, but I'll give it a go.
It
Kewpie
is it
mayonnaise.
is the thing that go look up how to make a Japanese one, and it's a different ball game to like what we grew up with an egg sandwich, and you're like, oh
Mm.
no fucking way, no thanks.
Like my mum
Like
used to do curried egg
remember the poor kid
sandwiches.
that used to show up to school when you were in primary school with an egg sandwich,
Yeah, you
and
don't want to.
everyone
I don't
you're
fucking
like,
want
That
that.
mate,
was me.
That's
just
Hendo.
ask for
That's Hendo in
fucking
Labrador.
Vegemite, and you say,
Exactly. That was me in Labrador before Labrador got popular. Oh,
I just take
Jesus.
boiled eggs to work now every day. Just a couple
oh,
of boiled
what
Well,
eggs.
now you
Best
need to
snack
just
ever.
slap them on a sandwich, mate. Slap them on a sandwich and you're
May as
set.
well. Yeah.
lucky
Um,
four chickens. What are their names?
Well, one was called Travis, but he's gone to a different place now, and that place
Well, how
is
many eggs was Travis laying? He wouldn't have been laying eggs. Was he a
what.
rooster? I hope.
Well, we don't use that word, but
the
Travis
R
is.
word.
We don't use the R word, but Travis went to a farm.
What?
Yeah, we
Oh,
did
that kind
Fair
of
enough.
farm.
the old twisteroo
Was he
on
tasty?
Travis. We didn't. He's at the farm, and then we've got Kid Rock, Dolly Parton, Emerald, and Whitetail. That's it.
Wow. Sounds like you just need Trump.
Well, they're all red. 3 of them are red. We should call one of them MAGA.
Oh, God.
The red ones are good. The red ones are they're like street chickens. They're not pretty, but they just pump out the eggs like massive eggs. They're awesome.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
It's just Hendo, when you guys catch up, bring some back. If when you're in Brisbane, mate, bring them up.
I could have. Yeah. I mean, I
I'm
could have
all
bought
for
so many
proper
eggs last
proper
week. I didn't.
happy chicken
Yeah.
eggs.
Yeah.
I'm
But at least I turned
gonna
up.
I'm gonna just shit on other Adam Shell now and take
Oh,
a
here we
photo
go.
and be like, "Where are you, mate?
Yeah. Where is he? Is he working? What's
Where the
happening?
bloody
He's
hell are
working.
you?"
Yeah. All
He
right.
is
So what?
working.
So
Well,
is this? Are we going through all the stuff with Adam Shell here, or are we?
no,
Are
no,
we
no. I just
okay.
wanted to quickly get him on, and he was going to say hi and then piss
Brilliant.
off, and
Oh,
that
you
was
want me
it.
to piss off?
Yeah,
Appreciate
just
that.
go on. But I appreciate you showing up, mate. It was good. and
What
thank you for
what
being
what is
part
the
of
rest
the.
of your
That was quite the
conversations
surprise.
about tonight?
No, no,
Being that it's your last episode.
Hendo was deep in this like personal story, and then I saw Adam Scheller joining, and I'm like, yep, let him in.
He said 10
And
minutes. I waited
he's a,
exactly 10 minutes. It was
he's a,
7:34
Oh
he's
no.
when you sent it. I joined at 7:44.
there you
That was
go.
good. I don't
So
have any
There you go.
surprises planned, Hendo, by the way. So good on you
No,
for
no, no. That
organising
was it
that.
for me. That was
so what are
Nice.
you talking about for the rest of the evening, gentlemen?
we're just reminiscing about all of the highlights of the show. I've got
Which he
some
wouldn't
pretty
know about
good.
because he's never listened.
No, because he's never
No.
listened to it.
Yeah.
So probably some Hendo reacts in there and that sort of thing. And
Well,
you know,
see, for me, the two of you, when it comes to beer, is like I think of two of those fractious crisis points on social media where people could no longer say cunts in Facebook uh, and pussy juice. So I'll leave you with that if you
Oh
two want to talk about that later on.
Oh, come on. Oh, gee. No, we can now. It's fine. Trump is in. We're all good. It's good to go. Full steam
All
ahead.
right, well, I'll leave and have a lovely evening, guys, and
Oh,
let's all
Jesus. All
catch
right.
up for a beer soon. We're going to make, I believe we're home brewing in a couple of weeks, Dan.
we
So
are home brewing in a couple of weeks.
we're,
Yes,
we're, we're
it's
home
called
brewing
Double
Double
Dan.
Dan, so you should
And
come and visit.
if
It
you
could
rock
be
up, it'll be Triple Dan.
Triple
Dan.
Triple
Yeah,
D.
Yeah,
yeah.
Let's do it.
So
exactly.
yeah, come up for it. It'll be great.
All right. I'm keen for that. I mean, you just came on here just to troll us, and I appreciate that very much. I like that. That's
Absolutely.
good.
I love you, boys. Have a good one.
Thanks,
Cheers,
mate.
mate.
Love your
Enjoy
work.
the rest of the night.
See ya.
I'm just going to hit the X and hopefully I'm gone.
Yeah,
See
you
ya.
got it. Thanks, mate. Oh, what a
Oh, wow.
champion.
That was a
What
lot.
a champion.
Haven't heard that phrase in a while, but that's okay.
Were you expecting were you expecting the other Adam Shell to rock up and not talk about the PJ thing?
Well, yeah, no, I wasn't expecting any of that, but it's all good. That was a good time. I like that. I like that he took his chance to troll us. That's what it's all about.
Oh yeah, that's Adsy for you.
Now, can you remember where you were in your story about
Now,
you were
oh,
saying
while we're finishing,
yeah.
yeah. So basically, for my personal reason for ending this is that a couple of reasons actually. It's like the we've told a very interesting story about the peak of craft beer in Australia. And I think we've covered sort of like the days when things were going gangbusters and there was crowdfundings week after week after week. And I was actually I've looked about some old episodes. I was like, wasn't a fan, probably still not. And then we sort of covered that peak, and then the cracks started to show in the industry, sort of starting with the Easy Times VA and all that sort of
Mm.
stuff, and then it just became this avalanche of VAs, and then you were directly affected by that, and I maintain sort of my position now, as I have for the last few months, is that I think that where we end this is right at the point where the craft beer industry starts to crawl its way out slowly. It's going to be a
Mm.
slow crawl. It's going to be a long crawl, but I remain very positive about the industry in the future. Is the worst of it behind us? Maybe, maybe not. But I don't see it getting significantly worse as it has done over the last sort of 18 months or so and that sort of thing. And I think that that's a really good time to close that chapter, and
Yeah.
honestly, I'm optimistic about the craft brewing industry in Australia. It remains to have a lot of challenges behind it. There's no doubt about that whatsoever. But I think that they're problems that can be solved or worked upon. And the story's not done yet. It's just not going to be us who are telling the story.
I think that's a good summary.
Yeah.
I think that I have noticed that there's still lots of breweries opening up. There's at
Yeah,
least three or
yeah,
four that I can think of that are kind of opening that were not ones I was aware of. Like things are happening.
absolutely. And I guess the other thing from a personal level is that, I just one of the things that in not just whilst we've been doing this podcast, but right throughout the history of me being in the brewing industry, is that it's a hard industry, and I've seen a massive toll on a lot of personal relationships over the years. I've seen friendships end, I've seen marriages end, I've seen, lots of stuff. And at the end of the day, I'm not like um numb to that. Like it's like you still continue to see those sorts of relationships be damaged by everything that happens in this industry. And it
Mm.
was happening during good times as well as bad and that sort of thing. And that and this podcast has sort of contributed a little bit to it and that sort of thing. We've made some friends, but we've made a few fucking enemies as well. And it's and I just want to just stay in my lane and focus on the stuff that I like, which is the brewing part of things.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me.
Mm.
And for people listening, we've never really talked about this, which may seem strange to people, but I think you've summed that up well. But this isn't really something we've
Because
actually.
we don't talk outside of the show. That's the thing. A lot of like I've said this before is like we rock up on a Zoom call on there's a lot of people we rock up on a Zoom call on a Thursday night at 7:30. We hit record, we start talking. We barely talk outside of that. It's like you send me show notes or fucking
Yeah,
or we have a quick chat. Are you good to go? We start in a few
he's
hours.
pouring Gentleman Jack for the people
I'm
listening on the
boring
audio
gentleman
here.
Jack. Yes,
Yep.
I need to get some ice and some Coke Zero. And the thing is that we've pissed a lot of people off on this show over the years, and I recognise that. But I still maintain that we just have conversations on this show that people are having anyway. They're having the conversation behind closed doors and no one hears about it. And I think the
Yeah.
thing that you and I have done, which I think is brave, is that we just have the conversations and we just have them in the public sphere. You know, we're not having conversations in the industry different to what anyone else is having in the industry
No,
or even outside the industry, right? We just record it and put it on the internet, right? And so, for all those people that dislike us because of this show,
you make it
well,
sound like there's an army of people who hate us. What?
I feel that way.
Do you?
Yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah, shit yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And it's like I don't regret this at all.
Yeah, I think the beer industry is interesting because it's sort of like when we came into it, it was very clear that it was like managed by gatekeepers, especially the media side of things.
Yep.
And those gatekeepers didn't want any new entrants, and they came down hard on any mistakes, and they kind of was an
Yep.
us versus them thing. Not every industry is like that. Like I definitely haven't felt that in the coffee industry at all, and never felt that before in my life in other industries. Um, but I feel like a lot of that's gone away, and now it's just like you're saying the future of craft beer is probably good. I think you're probably right, but I think it's going to be very different. It's not going to be this big growing thing. It's going to be small brew
No.
pubs for the most part, and small brew pubs have got every opportunity to be who they want to be and support who they want to
Yes.
support,
And
and
and more business, less hobby.
yeah, yeah. But it's not going to
More
be a
business,
whole
less
thing where
hobby.
it's you have to fit into a certain mold to be part of the beer industry.
Yeah.
Um,
I
I
just
think
want
there's
to.
going to be
This
lots of
smells.
different people.
I've never actually drunk
Oh, you
Gentleman
having that
Jack
straight? What's
straight.
happening right now?
Well, I haven't got ice. I've got to get ice.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, yeah, nice.
Oh, but I just wanted to taste it before I did that. That's actually really good. It's very
What's that?
smooth.
What are they working with the bottle for that shit? It's like $200 or something, isn't it?
80, maybe 90.
Oh, wow. Wait, for Gentleman Jack? I thought normal Jack. That's how far out of touch I am with Jack Daniels. I thought normal Jack was like 80, $90. All right, Hendo, I imagine he can hear me, but
I
he's
can hear you.
disappeared. He's off to get ice. Oh, he's got the Coke. It's a
Coke
brand new
Zero.
bottle of Coke as well. Wow.
Special occasion.
All right. Where's your
Yeah.
ice? Do you get ice?
Yeah, that's ice in there.
Oh, they're in there.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah. So
All right.
what's your personal summary of this show and what have you liked and what have you disliked? And
Well, I always thought the beer industry needed a podcast with people that were part of the industry, not people from the outside judging the industry. And I always felt that when we were doing Black Ops, basically every single thing you did was under scrutiny from Brews News, and every week they'd do a podcast and
Yes.
talk shit about you. And
Yeah.
that's the experience of every brewer I've spoken to. Like no one ever said it, but that was the experience of every brewer I spoke to. And every time we'd go to a brewery, it would be the same thing. And I always thought the industry needed a podcast where it was people in the industry just talking, as
Yes.
opposed to just people judging breweries.
Yeah.
And I always wanted Crafty Pint to have a podcast. And I used to, I remember I showed
Mm,
you the message the other day when
mm,
I asked you to do this podcast. I've been
mm.
sending James from Crafty Pint messages for years, or talking to
Yes.
him, just saying,
Well, he's
dude,
done it
trust
now.
me, start a podcast. Yeah. Because I think the industry needs, some, or the IBA as well. It sort of needed a bit of championing. And um, in the back of my mind, I thought we could potentially do that. And I think we did for a time.
Mm.
And that was at a time when we started, when I was at the
Pre-scooter or
peak in our
post-scooter?
in our business. September
Before scooter?
2021.
Yes. Gotcha. Yep. I'm listening.
Um, so that was the peak, and so much shit happened throughout that entire time. No one knows the shit that's happened since that time. You don't even know.
No.
You know some of it because we've talked about it,
Yes, but
a couple of
I
times.
prefer to remain obfuscated for that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, but we sort of got to the point where I went through everything that I went through, and everyone went through everything that happened to Black Ops. I couldn't really talk about it on the show. I kind of did my best to talk about what I could talk about. But when I left, they basically sent me a legal letter saying that I can't talk about anything. And I was screaming for the hilltops at the time to try and talk to investors and lawyers and people about the financial situation the company was in, because I was very, very worried about it. And I couldn't get that through. And so they didn't want me to talk about anything once I left, because they knew that
Mm.
all I wanted to do was get someone with a decent financial acumen in there to figure out what was going on. And potentially go into VA back in, mid to late 2022.
Mm. Mm.
Because I felt what was coming. I knew
Mm.
very clearly what was coming, but I couldn't
It's a
really talk
slow
about
train
any of
wreck.
that.
And isn't it interesting because when we started this podcast, I had been through a liquidation and the very slow train wreck. And I know what it's like. It doesn't happen overnight. You just don't wake up
Yeah.
one day and just go, "Yeah, it's liquidation or VA or something like that." You just know that there's this momentum, but it's moving very, very slow, but lots and lots of momentum, you know?
Yeah, but I had a very, very good handle on when it was going to be the tipping point. And it was really obvious to me that they were ignoring that. Um, and but I couldn't talk about any of that. And honestly, probably still shouldn't talk about any of it. But
Mm.
anyway, the point is to get through all of that and then come out the other side of that. And we're still doing the podcast every week. Can't really talk about the stuff that in my mind is the most important stuff. And then we get into all
I've
this.
tried to run interference for you. Remember that
Yeah,
episode
yeah.
where I did that big rant and you went, "What?"
Yes.
Everyone
Yeah,
was
yeah.
saying that on the Facebook group today. It was like, remember that episode where you tried to run interference for Dan? And I was like, and like, and you did that big spiel, and Dan was like, "No, that's not right."
Yeah, I mean, I can see, but I don't
But at
know
the
what I can
time,
and can't say.
it
But
was like everyone was going to tune into the show because they wanted to hear about Black Ops and what had happened with Black Ops on the day that it happened from the person who was
yeah,
supposedly intimately involved in the business, but hadn't actually been part of it for a while.
yeah,
And
yeah.
on
But
the day to
all of
day,
that, all of that to
and even
say,
at that time, you weren't even a shareholder at that time. So,
no. Um, but all that to say, once that all that happened, which was extremely traumatic, which again I'm not going to go into, but the
mm,
last 2 years has been fucking disaster personally. Um, but then we got into all the VAs, and every fucking week we'd do another podcast, and it would just be
mm,
crowdfunding when you could look at the numbers and just see the whole thing was like a borderline scam, and then it'd be someone else is going into VA, and there was excise and fucking CDS, and it was just like then we became the people who were just talking about all the bad shit because there was nothing else to
mm,
talk about. It was like,
mm, mm.
well, now we're kind of becoming the people we didn't didn't want to be.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
and then Crafty Pint started their podcast, which I was really happy about. And obviously, I'm doing a podcast about the beer industry every week. Has been extremely. There's been lots about it that's been really rewarding, but it's extremely difficult mentally to still be active in the industry that has given me so much pain
Mm,
personally.
mm.
Um,
And so by closing the chapter now, you're like you can just focus on your personal life, your next chapter, and that sort of thing, and not be worried about the beer industry. And
well, that and also there's more I want to say and that I will say about everything that happened. But I don't want that to be on this podcast, and I don't want that
mm,
to be associated with you,
mm,
because it's got nothing to do with you. And honestly,
mm.
it will bring more heat and negativity than anything we've said on this podcast, and you don't need that because you're still in the industry and I'm not. So there's no
Yes.
point in me doing a podcast
Yeah,
every
yeah,
week
yeah,
about beer.
yeah. No,
Um,
I certainly appreciate that.
yeah, but no, I just before we move on from that topic, I did want to say, like, if you've listened to the podcast, you may or may not be aware that it it had the last 2 years been very difficult for me and lots of other people, but like this podcast has helped a lot. Like I don't have a huge social network anymore. And like you say, we don't catch up a lot outside of this, but I do have this every week where we have a beer and it's something to look forward to for me. It's something, I like chatting to you. We're mates, even though sometimes you sort of sound on the podcast that we're not mates. Um, but I've really enjoyed that, and I appreciate that, Hendo, because I remember when you were saying you were going through your thing. Um, me and the other Black Ops guys were there for you, not knowing you were kind of struggling mentally. But for a lot of the
Yes.
last 2 years, I have been, and I do appreciate that you've been there for me, even if you didn't know that you sort of
Oh,
were.
mate. It's good just to just catch up and just talk shit, even if it's not about the thing that you're directly going through at the time, you know?
Yeah,
And it doesn't have to be, you don't have to solve problems. Sometimes you just got to listen and chat.
yeah,
But I
it's been
appreciate
good
that.
for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, good. I'm glad, mate.
Appreciate
And I
that.
know
Thank
you've
you,
got
Hendo.
still got a lot of this sort of stuff to go through and that sort of thing, but my door's open, mate. So, and it's all not going to be recorded from here on in,
Okay,
so
all right, all
but
right.
that offer is there,
Appreciate
mate.
that.
So, yeah, no dramas.
Likewise,
Well,
likewise, Hendo. All
what else we got? We got show
right.
notes, but I'm just drinking Jack Daniels. And
All
do you
right,
know
I've got a
what?
final.
You
I've got
drink when
a.
you drink Gentleman Jack, like, how do you go back to regular Jack Daniels?
How much you got left there? Just don't.
Well, like, I'm gonna run out eventually.
I mean, it's only
But
90 bucks a bottle. They're basically giving this shit away.
I know, but this is like it's my special occasion, Jack Daniels.
Mm, yeah.
So I think I'm gonna finish that first before I open the regular bottle.
Oh wow. Yeah, you heard it here
What have we
first.
got here?
All right,
Final
I've got
stats.
I've got a
Final
final
stats
stats
update.
update.
Oh, go for it. So we started
So
from zero.
well, we started from zero.
We've still got 12 listeners. That's not grown.
No, it's still got 12 listeners. All right, so we got key stat. So Jan 2023 was when we first did the stats update on the key
That's
stats. That was actually no, that's way after we started. Wait, here we're November 21. Okay, so November 21 we did, which is after about 2 months. That's the first one we did. We had total podcast plays 2,289, right?
right.
The last time we did a stats update was 20th of June 2024.
Mm-hmm.
So we've done quite a few episodes since then. And at that time, our total all-time podcast plays was 58,936.
Not bad. Where are we at
So,
now?
well, that's for you to guess.
We're going an under over
I mean,
because we
we don't
need to
have to do an
resolve
under
this,
over
how
because
is our points? Well, someone's got to get a fucking flano out of this.
you want to do it on the show.
Why not?
Fuck it. All right, let's do it. So you okay? Cool. Over under. You're sitting at 10.5, and I'm sitting
10 and a
at
half.
11.
All right, this could
But-
solve it.
But we have the Perez Red Bull situation that's open.
All right. It's still open, but it's not going to get resolved in the next however long this show goes for.
It's not. If you want to cancel that bet and just fucking do it all now, let's roll the dice.
I think we can do that.
All right.
So now you know how many listens we've got at this
Well,
point.
that's right. So that makes it a bit.
You could
makes it a bit hard.
feasibly name a number, and I can go under or over.
Wow.
And
So
don't just go within fucking 1 or 10 or 100. Mate,
Yeah.
give us a decent shot at it. Oh,
All right. Okay. All right. Let's go. So 20th of June 2024 was 58,936.
yes.
Wait, is this for a full? Okay. How about this? The whole stats overall, it's the most wins, not just this one, because there's like 5 stats. Otherwise, we're just going to light this planet on fire in like 2 seconds. You know what I mean?
All right. So is it the listens stat?
We'll do all of them. We'll do whoever wins overall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 6 stats. Actually, the top episodes you're definitely not going to get. But let's go. We've got 5 stats. So there you either you'll win or I'll win.
Okay.
All right. Stat number 1 is all-time podcast plays. 20th of June, it was 58,936.
Yes.
28th of November, I will do the over-under at 82,000.
82,000.
Yeah.
Under.
Just writing up the result there. So we know the result.
Are you collecting these up and you're not going to give it away until the
We're tallying them up.
Okay.
All right.
All right. This
All
is
right.
spicy. I like it.
Average plays of the last 5 episodes, not including the most recent, because I found that like the recent, because you get more plays over time. So we normally skip the most recent. Let me see if we used to collect this. Yeah, we used to get, it's always been between 200 and 300. The most recent one we got was 471, was the 20th of June, 2024. But I should note that that's a fair bit higher than other ones. It could have included some of the spicy ones, to be honest.
Yes, yeah, true.
So let's do the over-under. Average plays of last 5 episodes. Let's do it at 350.
Oh. Over.
Let's see what we're working with there. All right, just made a little note there of the result.
Right, yeah.
I
love your poker face.
Most popular episode. Oh no, we can't do
ever.
I'll tell you most popular episode, but we can't do that because it's too much.
Yeah.
It's too hard for you to win.
Yeah,
that
fair
one.
enough. Fair enough.
And this is actually surprising.
Most popular episode ever.
Most popular episode ever.
Right. Field trip.
So this went from. It was AI designed beer cans back in January 23, and then it was unemployed ballistic workers in April 23. Is that the one that got us into trouble? I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's got us into trouble. Yeah. Yep.
28th September, unemployed ballistic workers. 11th of January 2024, unemployed ballistic workers. 20th of June 2024, Black Ops Voluntary Administration.
Yep. Yep. It's probably still that.
It's not still that. Oh, wait. Oh, Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. Okay. I haven't done my full proper work here. I've failed. I haven't looked at Spotify. But I looked at
I've
Apple.
just gone over on incorrect information.
No. Just for this particular one, I just looked at Apple. But on Apple, the top episode is episode 64, Fun Employment, which has come out of nowhere.
That was good fun.
It's weird.
That was good fun.
All right. All right. Facebook group members. So, I mean, we started with 12 at some point.
Yes. I'm going to say, so give me a number.
First count, we had 186. That was back in April 2022. Most recent count was 378 in June. And I'll do the over-under at, let's do the over-under at 390.
I'm going to say under.
Under. You know what? I just fucked that up. I just fucked that up.
Oh, okay. Rightio.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I think I have to cancel that stat.
All right. Let's cancel that one. Move on to the next one. Don't fuck this one up.
Yeah. Well, because it's actually 390, so there's no way you could have won.
I was never going to win.
I know. Sorry.
Damn you, Dan Norris.
Sorry. God damn it. All right. Okay. YouTube subscribers. June, we were sitting at 134. And let's do the over-under at 140.
Oh. Over.
Over.
It's got to be 144.
Wow. Okay. Oh, that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Mm.
All right. Oh, we can't. Okay, we can't do how much money we've made, can we?
Because it's zero. It's
All
always
right.
been zero.
So that means we've only got 3 total, which is good. We can get a
That's
result.
good.
You,
It's an odd number.
you ready?
Yeah.
So the first stat,
Come on, Hendo.
over under total podcast plays was 58,000. I did the over under at 90, didn't I? And you said under.
You wrote it down.
106,600.
I think I went over, didn't I?
No, you went under. You went under.
Oh,
We're
under.
massively over.
I should have turned on the AI companion. It would have told me.
Oh, I would have told you.
Yeah.
Massive, dude. 106,000. So more than 100,000 plays on this podcast in the history
That's
of the podcast.
huge.
That's pretty cool.
It's actually accelerated. I kind of based that over under on like I kind of did this quick maths of per month kind of thing, but my maths is shit.
Well, yeah. I mean, the thing is, well, the next one was average plays of last episodes. I think I did 470. I think they did the over under at 450 or something. Did I? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But or 400.
What have we
I
got?
can't remember what I did. But you did over, and it was actually way under 306 last
Yeah,
5
right. So
episodes.
that's it. You win.
I win. You got the last
Okay.
one. It doesn't matter though, because
So you win
Whatever.
a Flano, a Dixon Flano.
that gets me to 12, Hendo. I'm sorry to say.
It's okay. Congratulations. Congratulations. Yay.
Yay.
Now, the question is, Mr. Norris, is which Flano are you going to get?
I mean, I think the original deal was the office one.
The accounts one.
Accounts one.
Is that the grey one?
It was sort of green and
Wait,
let me bring up the Flano rules. Here we go. Red and black was dry hopping. Green and black,
Yes.
yeast wrangling.
Yes.
Blue and black, packaging.
Yes.
Green, yellow, and black, accounts. Green, yellow, and black. That's the one.
Rightio.
Green, yellow, and black. And that was a poll we had in the group, so you can't argue with
No.
people's unanimous opinions. All right. I'll take the green. I'd probably go.
The accounts.
I'd go a
You want the
medium.
accounts
I'd say.
Flano?
Yeah.
Okay. So hang on, I'm looking at this. So yeast wrangling is a yeast wrangling one. Yes. Green and black was yeast wrangling. Yes.
Yes. Wait, what are you doing? Are you on the Dixon website? What are you looking at?
No. I'm looking at the. I've searched the Facebook group. So basically, the Pennywise is for packaging. The
Correct.
Freddy,
blue and black.
The Freddy Krueger. This is the Freddy Krueger is the accounts Flano.
Yes. Green, yellow, black. Yes.
Rightio. Dixon Flano. Dick 2X's.
How much are you going to have to pay for this? And I'm a bit nervous about you having to buy this thing.
Freddy Krueger. Here we go. Dixon Flano, Freddy Krueger. There we go.
Share your screen.
I'm gonna.
Oh wow.
Oh, hang on. Share screen.
Man, it's so hot down here. I definitely don't need a Flano, but I'll
Okay,
take
that's the
oh,
kids
look at that.
Flano.
Oh my God.
That's the
look
children's
at that thing.
Flano.
Youth Kruger
Gotta search.
flannel. That's cool as shit.
The Krueger. Freddy, Sheddy, Krueger.
Oh,
K-R-E-R.
fucking out of stock. Just
Oh,
put
I
in
spelled it
accounts Flano.
Krueger.
Ready.
They've only got the youth Krueger.
Fuck's sake. I'm not that big.
Look at it. Look at it. It's not even a flat. It's not even cross-hatched.
No, that's
They
true.
have it in your size. They got
it's
extra
cool, though.
large.
No, bro.
Got special $47.96.
Dixon. Oh yeah. Well, this. I mean, we start. No. This is the one we want. Okay. So it was this one. It was this like psychedelic sort of looking one. Oh, women's. Okay, let's not get that one. eBay. You're gonna have to get it on eBay, dude.
Holy shit! Do I
I'll
have
send
to
you a
go
link.
to eBay to get this? No, I've got it here. I've got it here.
Oh, you got it. That's
It's
it. That's it. That's
$137.
the accounts Flano. Yeah.
I've got to get it off the fucking black
Oh my
market.
God. Oh no. All
And
right.
where is this? Where is this? It's in California. I got to pay
Well,
shipping.
take the L. $42 US
Oh,
shipping.
fuck.
All right,
Fucking
let's
hell.
let's come back to
Rightio.
this. I'll send
You
you a
need to
message.
tell me
We'll
what
figure out a
size you are,
solution.
mate. You need to tell me what size you are.
I'll say meat. These are large, but these are like I feel like these are a bit small. These Gladfield ones. I do like a large flano, even though I'm a medium. I've got long arms, you know.
Mm.
We'll go to large, but let's do it afterwards. Let's not spend $250 on a flano live while you've been balls deep in Gentleman Jack.
Yeah, of course. I'm not fuck no, I'm not buying it now. Large. Okay.
All right.
Freddy Krueger. All right, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
Done.
We two
Done.
birds stoned at once. We've got the stats update, the final over and under.
And the over and
All
under
right.
done. Mate, congratulations, by the way,
Thank you.
on the accounts Freddy Krueger. Where's the Freddy Krueger? Why is the accounts photo the Freddy Krueger? How
I
the
don't know.
fuck did we come up with
Why
this
is
shit?
anything on this podcast? Who
Yeah.
fucking knows? Okay, before we move on, we've got this. I put dead wrong in the notes. It's not a dead wrong, but it's
Right.
sort of somewhat of a clarification. And I like this comment in
Okay.
our group. Oh fuck, it's not in. Oh, it's
You
not
put the
here.
two links together.
Oh, I see. I did. I see. I did. There we go. Have you got that link in front of you from the group?
I
No, I
do,
didn't work either.
yes.
Oh, you got it.
It's basically
There we go. There we go. Okay.
what's the dead wrong?
Oh, that's the fucking wrong one. Um, there was a post in our group where someone commented and was talking about the ethanol methanol thing, and
Yes.
it was good content, but it wasn't a dead wrong. It was just sort of clarifying a little bit what we were talking about.
Right.
And I thought I had a link to it, but oh wait, let me check my notes because I did have a link to it. Hang on.
It's paywalled though.
Here it is.
It's in the
Oh
age.
no, here we go. Penultimate episode. It's in this thread here. I'll put it in the Zoom chat.
Right again.
It's a comment in this chat here. Dermot Dowling.
Oh, Dermot Dowling. Yes, yes. That's the age. Yes, it's paywalled.
Yes, okay. No, but his comment in our group. So Dermot Dowling put a comment about our last episode and talked about the ethanol methanol thing.
Mm.
And I thought it was interesting. Do you want to read this out? And you can tell me if it's dead wrong or if it's just a.
No, go on. Go on.
All right. Great episode as always. We'll miss your antics. Just want to clear up confusion on that methanol, ethanol. Very low, if any, levels of methanol in most distillations, unless using pip fruit, etc., as the cut to remove is the 4 shots, which is minute.
Right.
And he says like 250 mil off the start of a 25-liter wash.
Yes.
So it's not the heads and tails thing. It's like a small fraction of the.
Okay, gotcha. That's
then
why I'm not a distiller.
Yeah, ironically, the cure to methanol poisoning is small amounts of ethanol.
Yes.
Most likely the drinks were spiked with low-cost methanol. Yes. Anyway, so there you go. Not a dead wrong, but a slight clarification.
A good clarification. Still a sad fucking story, but
Oh my God, yeah. And the link was an article about fake booze
drinks.
still being around in Australia, I think. But
Yes.
again, it was paywalled, so who knows? And also,
well, this
believe anything on
gentleman
fucking
Jack
news.
is not fake.
No. I mean, came out of a bottle and it was your bottle, so it's a good start.
Exactly.
Exactly. Should we? Fuck, it's already been an hour. Do you want to come back to HR if we feel like it?
Yes.
Or
yes.
Read
that read the that comment out and I don't think there's any 12 questions, but do read that comment out that
yes,
you've got
no,
there.
but I've got the link to the thread that you put in the group. So we both got a message today from Ian Watson. Gentlemen, congratulations on 144 episodes. Although with a short commute these days, I don't often get to listen to the show. On many occasions, cursed you for both the Hendo Reacts theme song. I mean, that's just
one of your best moments.
You enjoy that? If we do HR in this episode, by the way, when you either commit to it or not commit to it, I'm going to play the entire theme song, not just the little.
Fuck yes!
Not just little Hendo Reacts, Hendo Reacts, the entire thing, every verse, every minute of it.
Yes, please.
Back to Ian Watson, and I must say, as someone who has followed F1 since 1981, that's a year after I was born. I do feel a twinge of pain that I was never asked on the show to discuss my special
Special
subject.
subject.
Good luck to you both in the future. Well, that was nice.
What a legend. What a legend. And it was good to have his protege Jet Rigetti there on Saturday night.
Yes.
And he is loving it over at Happy Valley, and it's really good to hear.
Yes, very good. Great guy. And yeah, I mean, didn't really know he was that into F1. Maybe we could have come on. If we do another 144 episodes, he can be guest number one.
Absolutely. We'll get him on as the expert guest.
There's a lot of shit's happened in Formula One since 1981. Jesus.
Fucking oath. They used to have turbos, didn't they? They had turbos. We're back on turbos now, but
all right, let's go the so
they
do
banned
you want me to go
turbo.
through this thread in the group? So you put a post in the group saying give us some shit to talk about, what are your favorite moments,
Yes.
that type of thing.
Yes.
Actually, I'm gonna just give me 1 second. What did you get? Did you get more ice?
What's that?
Did you get more ice? What did you
Yeah.
get?
Yeah. It's got some ice
Oh wow, okay.
for my next Jack Daniels, so I don't have to get up.
All right, I'll do all comments in the group, facebook.com/groups/boss
That's
and the
Boss and the
brewer.
Brewer. Yep.
Not sure if we need to
Are we
promote
going to
it
keep the
anymore.
group going? We're going to keep the group going, aren't we?
I'm cool with whatever.
Yeah.
If
I
you're
don't
keen
mind
to.
keeping it going.
All right, there you go.
We can make Adam Shell a fucking admin since he's the admin of most of the groups that you look at on Facebook.
Oh my God, what the fuck?
Did you see? He ran off this list. It was just
I
like,
know.
I'm in that group. Yeah, I'm an admin. Yeah, I'm
And
in
then the
that
fairy
group.
bread thing. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Christ. He invented Fairy Bread Day, International Fairy Bread
The
Day.
way he's fucking going.
Oh my God. And then they got cancelled. The next day they were cancelled because of all the woke people that don't like the sugar or some shit.
Fuck's sake.
All right. First comment, Luke Cooper. Why not Hendo's Black Ops heavy intro and Dan's response? That was funny. Not the situation, just Dan.
The running interference. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah. I don't want to listen to that again.
No, let's not listen to any of these. But what do you want to actually listen to these or?
No, God, no.
No.
I've got field trip queued up.
Oh wow. Okay, cool. Let's watch that. Yeah. So for some context, the thing you put in the group was what were some of your favorite moments and give us a link to the episode. But that Black Ops one came up on the weekend as well at the meetup quite often.
Yeah.
Paul James recommendation: one last copyright strike. Play "Time of Our Lives" by Green Day in full. Oh, dude, I'll go get the guitar and play it right now.
Perfect.
All right, Luke Cooper. What about that time Coops chipped in with a question, comment, poem, artwork, HR, etc.? That guy's a funny fucker. There we go. That's
He is a funny fucker.
Yeah,
and he's good to have around.
yeah. I mean, he's up there with. We're not doing guest of the year, but he'd be up there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Paul Metcalf, him, Louis G. I mean, there's plenty. Adam Shell.
Yes.
Not that
Yes.
one. The one we had on, not that one.
Yes.
That guy.
No.
That guy
The
sucks.
other one.
He doesn't even listen. Jesus.
You never actually met Louis G, did you?
No, he wasn't there. You said
Yeah.
he'd turn up.
I thought he might have, but he's a very mysterious guy. He might have been overseas fixing a Williams car or something
Right.
in Vegas.
Giving something away there or no?
No. It's just you would have, but you would have seen him on the telecast? He would have been the guy on the rear left tire. He's the rear left tire mechanic for Williams.
You're just making shit up now.
Tire technician, and he's the guy with the monocle emoji for a face.
Yeah, well, I was looking at the German club for anyone when I walked in. I couldn't see anyone. I saw a lot of
With the
bald
monocle
people
emoji.
with beards.
Yes.
And I was like, is that Hendo? Nope. Is that Hendo? Nope. And then I was looking for the emoji, and thankfully I saw you because I was not expecting you to turn up,
Yeah.
but you did. So
No. Well, I was 12 minutes early.
Yeah, that's good.
I hope you get to meet him. I'll be honest with you. I hope you get to meet him because you guys have got a lot in common.
All right. Well, you never know. I hope so too. Adam Shell, not the one that came on before and trolled us, the one that actually listens to the show. Right. Statement, capitals, : I have nothing to say or ask, but thank you
Good
for
grammar.
everything you did. I would have loved to have made this a super long rant like Hendo did without asking Dan, but I don't have ChatGPT for subscription. Okay, fair enough. Thank you.
Here we fucking go again. Thank you, Adam Shell.
Angus Grant, thanks for all the laughs, shithousery, diagnosing problems on air, and the occasional piece of gold. Occasional, very occasional.
I think my favorite piece of gold was the one that everyone kept like that was with the New Zealand Pilsner with
Yes,
Rallison.
yeah, that was good.
That was good.
That's actually that's on the Boss and the Brewer Instagram, and it had 14 posts on our Instagram, so I deleted 3, so there's only 11 now. But I kept that one, and I'll put one up for tonight, and then it'll be 12, and then we're good to go.
Good, perfect. Are we still only following Snoop Dogg and Jack Daniels?
I checked that as well. We're following 4 people.
Okay.
We're following Snoop Dogg, Jack Daniels, East Coast Roast, which I might have done myself at one point just because I wanted to get one more follower, and Piaggio. And that's it.
Perfect.
I don't want to lose a follower, so I can't unfollow
No.
myself. Like, I need all the followers I can get. But if you ever go on there, all you see is Snoop Dogg shit, people fighting each other. Like it's just fucked. His Instagram is fucked.
Oh, so funny.
Angus Grant, so to end that comment, my whole entire episode choice would be the original field trip episode, my kind of train wreck. Oh no.
I've got it here queued up if you want to see
Go on then.
see the
Now
part
would be the time.
where I troll Brewdog, basically. Let's play a quick
Dude, I've got the Brewdog, they're sponsors. I've got the glass right here. Look at that.
You got the schooner.
Yep, that's a schooner glass. Yeah.
Okay. I have not listened to this. I forgot to share sound.
Like ever?
I tried to listen to it.
It's pretty bad.
And it's pretty bad. So let's just play a quick snippet. I think I've queued it up to the part where I actually get the Brewdog schooner glass. This fucking cardboard box, and it is a Brewdog beer's best friend schooner glass. I'm trashed. So let's just see what a schooner glass looks like, shall we? It comes out of the box. There you go. There's a schooner glass, according to Scotland.
Are you, Jando, for fuck's sake, you got sent a whole bunch of free shit and you're trolling already?
I'm not trolling.
You're trolling.
No, I'm not.
You're shit posting.
Absolutely not. Right. Let's put it this way, right? If you're in Australia, if you're in Queensland, what is a pot?
God,
how many? Yeah, right. So if you're in South Australia, in Adelaide, what is a pot?
285.
Right. What is it in Western Australia? I fucked this up so bad. Right. So what is it in Victoria?
285.
Right. So what's a pint? It doesn't make sense. I'm not making sense.
That depends.
Pouring the rest of this bottle into the fucking glass.
Pints more controversial, I think.
Pints are.
Pints are more controversial.
And pots are controversial.
Schooner should be 425.
Notice how I'm not talking about schooners at all. To you,
dude. I'm on the money this whole time. You're fucking wasted.
It's a massive box.
Yeah,
that says schooner glass.
It does say schooner glass,
right? But which state is this schooner glass happening? Oh, I'm so trashed.
You are trashed, but you are absolutely correct. That is not a schooner anywhere.
I know. God,
you are correct.
Oh my god. Just so fucking stupid. And that's as far as I got when I actually tried to listen to it that one time.
I should look at how many listens that godforsaken episode actually had.
That's 35.
Episode 35?
Yeah.
I mean, how many people would put themselves through that absolute misery of listening to that episode?
That field trip was a very interesting day because I was out with the TAFE students, and I think it was a pivotal moment in my life.
Okay, well, we don't have to go into that. Yeah. Let's not ruin both of us on this podcast.
I was so wrecked. I should never have done it because, just for those who've never heard it, it's episode number 35. It's on YouTube if you want to go actually see me trashed. I remember up to that point where I'm talking about the schooner glass, and the rest of the episode, I do not remember it, and I've never listened to it.
Field trip. Because no, I don't. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. So 35, 357 listens. Oh, those poor people. All right. Well, I apologize. Wasn't good,
Hmm.
but we talk about it a lot, so probably worth it from that point of view.
Yeah, absolutely. Worth a listen if you got some
All right.
time.
Yeah, go listen to it. All right, Angus Grant. I like to think the transcript process is 100% accurate on the next few screenshots. Oh no.
I saw some of those. It's just us sussing out audio problems.
Have you got a new
I think he's
microphone? Question
transcribed
mark. Not a
episodes.
microphone. Jesus Christ. Yeah, we really dug into AI there for a while, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're figuring out our shit live on air a lot of the time.
Yeah. And we're not
Angus
even good at
Grant,
it.
just over a minute of Dan talking to himself while waiting for Hendo, and then another minute talking about microphones and audio quality. It's the content we want and deserve. Yeah,
That's true.
that's true. Louis G,
Yeah, I love that
how
guy.
much to keep it going for another 144?
I don't. It's priceless, mate.
50
Priceless.
bucks.
Like
50
his
bucks.
Alfa
Give me 50
Romeo.
bucks and I'll do 144 more.
I would consider doing it for the Alpha. It's a
Oh.
beautiful car.
Dude, if he's working in F1, he could it's a little
He's the left rear tire technician for
well,
Williams.
he can hook us up.
Mm.
We can figure this shit out.
It's an important
Um,
job because it's the bigger tire. The rear tires are bigger than the front tires.
all right. That makes sense.
Hmm.
Lee McAllister Smiley. We were talking about him on the weekend.
Hmm.
I know that guy. Seriously, question. No field trips and then record the last. You would think after 143 episodes, you would finally give the listeners what they want. Yeah, I mean, the idea of doing a field trip and then recording 144 would have been tempting. But
Yes.
I mean, we could have recorded 144 at the end of the night on the weekend at the German club, and that would have been just an absolute disaster.
Yes.
We didn't though, because we've
No.
learned our mistakes, haven't we?
We do. We've learned from our mistakes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Right. Stephen Kegel, another top member of the 12. Thanks for the
Absolutely.
laughs and learnings, not necessarily about being a boss or a brewer, but for everything in between, except for the F1 BS. Oh, that's harsh. That bored me to tears and drove me to drink.
Well, not an F1 fan, I see.
Yeah,
Okay,
well,
then.
F1's. I mean, we did start a podcast about beer and then talk about F1 non-stop, so it's
Yeah, that's true.
all right. Louis G. Statement. I'm going to miss you guys. I'm proud to be one of the OG 12, the only one from overseas, and the most blonde you ever met. Okay, there's clues here. I feel.
Mm-hmm.
I've been lucky enough to meet 4 of the 12. Fuck me.
Yes.
But I'll be roaming around a bit more, so I'll reach out if I'm around.
Good.
Thanks for the learnings and laughters, for the shit posting and mechanics lessons. I hope our paths cross again one day. Ciao. Wow.
Mm.
Statement, Luigi. I've learned how to restore cars by listening to this podcast. That's not true. That's an Alpha G. That's a GTV.
He's just
isn't
giving
it?
you a big clue.
Jesus. What do you
Louis G has dropped the biggest clue on you, and you just went straight
What do
through.
you mean? The G a chow? What's the clue? I'm looking at the car.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
2 clues then.
What? The chow?
It's the monocle. It's the monocle emoji. That's all I'm saying. It's so funny. I love it. I love it. I love Jack Daniels, Gentleman Jack. That's good.
What? Oh, I don't know what's happening. That's a GTV. Is that a GTV in this little picture there?
Yeah, I think so.
That's
yeah,
fucking
my
sick.
neighbor back when I lived in New Farm had one.
Yes, I almost bought this for my first car, and that's I've probably told this story in this podcast before. I should have. I regret not buying it. It looked fucking awesome. And I bought some piece of shit Corolla, which I blew up. Anyway, Dermot Dowling. Great work, lads. All the best for what's over the horizon. Dan's Hendo Reacts jingle was a classic. Thank you. There we go.
Yes.
Fuck you, Ian Watson. Can I say that? I just said it.
What? You didn't? No. Well, that's okay. Everyone's got an opinion about the Hendo React song. I think
I
it's
know,
a, I
but
think it's
Dermot
an
Dowling's
earworm.
opinion
It is an earworm.
is the right opinion.
It's an absolute earworm.
There you go.
This is
Earworm.
true. Yes.
Maybe that could be one of your outros. I mean, I'm just going to play it in full if we do Hendo reaction. If we don't, I'm going to play it in full at the end anyway.
Cool.
And then it's just me talking to myself and replying to myself, which no one's interested. Paul James, another big high-flying member of the 12.
Absolute
Statement,
12,
cheers,
yes.
boys. Has been a ride. Short and sweet.
I don't know about short. Sweet, maybe.
Yep. Luke Cooper, this post has been removed because it might cause offense. Okay, because offense post being removed, he's just fucking just going off now.
Yeah.
All right, Luke Cooper, how is this responsible alcohol consumption advertising? ABAC will be all over this. And it's a Black Ops logo with Black Friday. What is happening? Black Friday alert 50% off schooners at Black Ops Day. He's just edit Photoshop
might have
this? Or does he
Photoshopped
actually
that.
do this?
I don't know.
That would probably do this at this point. I mean, fuck me. All right, I'm
I
not going
think
to
Black Ops unfollowed me anyway, so or they removed me.
All right, Andrew Lang, love the field trip episode. Well, oh, that's good. See, we're getting the good and the bad.
Good.
That's someone who loved it. When Ryan and PK were on, yes, that was the one. Actually,
that was good.
Yes, that was the Italian Pilsner.
New Zealand Pilsner.
Sorry. New Zealand Pilsner. Yes, that was the episode that Ryan and PK were on. Just the shit posting and no real direction. That's true. Just two good mates talking the beer scene. An outsider looking in gave a good bit of insight into the industry. Thanks, guys. Love the ride. And a love heart emoji. That's pretty cool. Is that better than a monocle emoji or whatever?
Yeah.
Love heart emoji. That good. Murray Hughes. See ya fuckers! Exclamation point.
Champion.
Thank you, Murray. Original Black Ops investor, believed in the vision the whole time. Fucking legend. Sorry. But thanks for the support on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
HR or no HR?
Play the song.
Well, no, I'll play it. Like, you don't have to listen to it.
No, I want to listen to it.
Oh, you want to listen? Oh, I see. Okay.
I'll get it. I've got it here.
You've got it? Okay, you do it. Wait, where have you got it? On YouTube?
I think I did. I think you sent it to me, didn't you?
Oh, I'm sure I did. I think I put it on YouTube, but I tried to put it on Spotify and they didn't recognize it as an episode.
Yeah, got it. I've got it here.
Yay.
Would you like to listen to it?
Yeah, 100%. Let's do it.
All right. Can I just share sound? Can I just share sound?
This means less editing for me.
I just want to share sound.
No one watches this shit on YouTube anyway, Hendo. Just share some random screen. And
let me just share this screen here. I've got all these Alfa Romeo GTVs up here, mate. So just so you know. All right, here you go.
Wow. Oh, there we go.
Hendo reacts. It's the segment that we go to when we're done spitting facts. Hendo reacts.
We haven't listened to this whole thing for quite a while.
It's so good. He doesn't take himself too seriously. He's just a guy like you and me. He just knows more about beer and he does Hendo reacts. It's a scooter that he jets upon, uses the podcast to flex it on. He paints his house half lexicon for Hendo reacts. Hendo reacts. It's the segment that we go to when we're done spitting facts. Hendo reacts. Grab a beer, just sit back, it's time to relax. When judging beer, he'll sniff and sip. He loves to go on a field trip. At 60 years, he's quick with wit on Hendo reacts. He wears no hats because he's bald. He's got snipped down, he has no balls. He likes to overshare with y'all on Hendo reacts. Hendo reacts. It's the segment that we go to when we're done spitting facts. Hendo reacts.
That's quality.
Grab a beer, just sit back, it's time to relax.
Hendo reacts.
Nice.
Beautiful. Let's actually do some Hendo reacts.
Love that.
We got Hendo reacts. F1 or normal?
Up to you. We got HRF1 and we got straight HR.
Rightio. I've got my screen shared already, and I'm starting to slur my speech, so this is good.
Gentlemen.
Instagram. Let's go Instagram. Here we go. Yeah, it is an Instagram. Is that an RB in the middle of Top Golf? Is that Top Golf on the Gold Coast?
No, that's Vegas. This is part of the Vegas.
Vegas Top Golf.
Yeah, part of the Vegas GP.
Like,
that's a good time, isn't it?
Would you hit a ball at a Formula One car? Fuck yeah, I
Fuck
would
yeah.
if it was at Top Gold.
100%.
Yeah, absolutely. It's in a cage, but yeah,
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah, it's sick.
Huh. Very cool. Very cool. I like that. All right, here we go. X.com. I'm just going to call it Twitter.
Yeah, just call it Twitter. It's still Twitter to me.
Have taken over Las Vegas in an effort to get a glimpse of the Formula One race. Thanks
This
to
is
a brand new
awesome.
ordinance, it is illegal to stop and watch the race unless you have a ticket, of course, and all pedestrian views are blocked except for a few escalators. This one outside Fashion Show Mall at Spring Mountain and Las Vegas Boulevard is actually closer to the track than any of the seats, and it's on the best turn of the entire
right.
track. There's security at the top and the bottom, and they will write you a ticket, which leads to a fine if you are caught loitering.
Wow.
But as long as you're moving, they can't stop you. So last night, hundreds of people rode the escalators over and over again just so they could film pieces of the race. Tonight is the Grand Prix, and I imagine it
Oh
will
my
be thousands
God.
of people trying to catch a ride on these escalators. And while I don't think it's a great plan for watching the race, if you don't have a ticket and you want to get a picture of the cars up close, this may be your best
That's
bet.
amazing.
Share any other great
That's
spots
pretty
you
funny, eh?
That's very cool. So people going up and down an escalator so they can watch the Grand Prix.
Constantly.
Love it. Or Connor Sketches. I love Connor Sketches. He's great.
Okay. Oh, yeah. This guy.
Yeah, look,
Let me just rewind it.
Carlos, what happened between you and Chuck?
first of all, I want to say a big congratulations to Max on a great victory.
For the audio listeners, this is a guy who does
But yeah, I
impersonation.
feel we have a communication problem here at the team. My English is not so good, like Charles said. They could have said it to me Espanol, or maybe even sang me a little song. Hey, a little Elton John or something like that, you know? Don't put pressure on Charles. Don't put pressure on. Don't put pressure on Charles. That is how I roll these days. So yeah, I am happy to be leaving this team because I feel they do not understand me anymore. So yeah, well, what can I say?
This guy's like the 12th man, but for
So
Formula One.
Devastated for Max, obviously. I know he's won the championship, but he's obviously devastated himself to lose the biggest race of the year. But such is life. Yeah, look, so happy for the team, for Toto to get a 1-2 is great for Lewis.
And look,
I mean,
I easily would have won if I qualified inside the top 5. So,
what do you mean qualified in the top 5? I mean, I'm better than you.
Max, how do you feel?
Yeah, of course, it's simply lovely, but it's always important to stay humble and
His
to be
Max is
respectful.
amazing, isn't
And
it?
It's
where's the
amazing.
British
And
press? Where's the British press?
Max, I think they're still in bed. I think it's pretty early back there.
Okay, when they wake up, tell them their boy took one hell of a beating, okay? Yeah, simply lovely.
He's Christian
Well,
Bale.
look, what can I say?
This
I
one-
mean, he's a great driver, great drive, great year, great car. Okay, maybe not great car, but yeah, look, it's just so great to see Max so happy.
And Checo?
Well, I've actually never seen Checo so happy. It's actually kind of weird.
And I think it might be my favorite race. Yeah. It's like with the whole driving thing, with the smell of the, it's so intoxicating.
Checo, are you high?
Yes, I am quite high. Unfortunately, not high on the grid though.
So what did you think of Max's win?
Did Max win?
Yes, the championship.
And he is so fast.
That is good.
Very good. He's so funny. He's so good on Instagram. Hey.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Real. Let's get real on Instagram. Oh, what?
Yeah. This is
It's
another
like a
Vegas
Formula
thing.
One car getting driven up to a valet of a hotel. It's not the new Formula One.
No.
It's like the pre-2021 regulations. He just hands over the $150,000 steering wheel to the valet.
That's pretty fun.
So good. So good. All right, this is the F1. This is the last ever Hendo Reacts F1.
Oh, wow. Here we go.
Oh, statement on General Motors' application to join the Formula One World Championship in 2026. Formula One announced today that it has reached agreement in principle with General Motors to support bringing GM Cadillac as the 11th team into the grid in 2026. Formula One has maintained a dialogue with General Motors, its partners, and TWG Global, that's the people who own the rights or F1, regarding the viability of entry following the commercial assessment and decision made by Formula One in January 2024. Over the course of this year, they have achieved operational milestones and made clear their commitment to the brand. The 11th team, GM Cadillac, and that GM will enter as an engine supplier at a later time. Wonder what engine they're going to use in the meantime. Formula One is therefore pleased to move forward with this application process and will provide further updates in due course. So we've got GM coming in as the 11th team, 2026.
Yes.
But not with the GM engine.
Well, I think it's going to be Cadillac. Well,
GM Cadillac. Right.
Yeah.
So question is, two questions actually. Which engine are they going to run temporarily? 1 year, 2 years? Right. Second question, who's going to drive it?
Well,
will it be Danny Rick?
I know. I saw an article today. It wasn't an article, it's probably bullshit, but it said 2 drivers in contention for the Cadillac seat, Valtteri Bottas and Daniel Ricciardo. I was like, yeah, let's go. Bring him back.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, that'd be sick.
Fuck yeah, that's amazing. That'd be so cool. Yeah, there you go.
There's so many good young drivers, though. I think that they'll get someone good that's,
Oh, definitely. But the thing is they don't have a pool of talent like Red Bull or Renault or Williams or Mercedes.
But everyone wants to be in F1, right? Like all the top drivers in F2.
They'll have to poach someone from somewhere, some other academy or something. But they won't have a problem with that. All right, Paul Metcalf, HR1. What do we got here?
Couldn't come on the weekend. Definitely up there in the top fans list.
Oops, can't hear.
On this condition, can you stay out?
Yes!
It's getting wet.
Oh! Oh, no.
Can you stay out? And then he hits the wall.
Fox, man. I don't know if I've damaged or not.
Oh.
Soft tyres or inters? Soft tyres or inters?
Soft. Check front wing.
Oh, God.
Can you stay out on this condition?
That's so Lance Stroll.
Oh,
what if Lance Stroll drives for Cadillac?
Yeah, get him in there, and then they can get someone good.
Yeah, then they can get someone good at. That's. All right, that was an HRF1. That was a HRF1, by the way.
Alpha in Sydney's west, the sedan filmed burning from its engine on Betty Cuthbert Avenue at Ermington on Tuesday. But what happens next? A man, presumably the driver, approaches the car well alight.
He's got a case of VB
under his arm.
He's getting the driver's seat.
He opens the driver door, smoke pouring out, instead deciding the back seat is better suited for his beer. It's not clear what sparked the fire that happened on Tuesday, Arvo.
Was he thinking of driving it?
I don't know. But he had beer.
Oh, he's just looking at he's got his arm over the open door just going, fuck it. Does he get the beer out? No, didn't get the beer out.
That's it.
Wow.
I don't know what is happening there?
Oh my God.
What a disaster.
That is an absolute disaster.
All right,
I'm fixing this for posterity.
No, I've already copied into the post. I'm not touching this ever again. That's done.
5. 6.
6. Oh, okay. Well,
yeah. There you go.
Not going to touch that.
All right, here we go. Our old lady drinking some EB.
110-year-old.
This is what makes me so beautiful.
I'd pay that, love.
That's in 2021. On her 107th birthday.
Okay, so there's an old lady. She's 110 years old, and she's drinking of EB, Emu Export. Sorry, not EB, Emu Export. And she goes, "This is what makes me so beautiful." Fucking oath, it does, love. If you drink enough Emu Export,
that's pretty
beautiful.
J-Lo drinks a lot of that. It's like anti-aging, like child's blood.
Yeah, absolutely. That's not what I was thinking, but
okay.
All right. Oh, don't want to get
don't do the music.
All right. So it's a guy at the airport. He says, "We've got 15 minutes to go." He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pints.
Schooners or pints?
This is Australia because I can see a Capital Brewing Co. thing. This is Capital Brewing Co. there, so it's in Australia.
That's in Canberra. Where's the? That's not
Canberra.
Pint, that's not a pint. That's a
pint.
That's not.
Well, what do they do in
the
ACT?
Too skinny.
What do they do in the ACT?
Is that really a pint?
It's not a South Australian pint. I can tell you that.
7 fucking pints.
A South Australian pint is a schooner.
It's a pot then.
No, that's a pint.
It's very long, isn't it?
I respect that guy.
What an animal.
Much respect. All right, here we go. TikTok.
Last one.
Oh, there's always last one. The last Hendo reacts is Adam Shell, the other Adam Shell.
The other Adam Shell.
Here we go. TikTok. Oops, sorry. Well, they're pouring tequila into a red plastic cup and throwing it. Oh! Oh, that's impressive. Can I play that again?
Impressive.
So pour some tequila into a plastic cup and just throw it at the bottom of the weighty side. And he's in the water. So basically, it's a guy swimming in the water and he catches it. That is fucking fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
That's a fair commitment, isn't it? Pour it in there and send it.
Absolutely. Well, there you go.
Very good. All right, Hendo, I've got some editing to do.
No, you don't.
No, I never edited this podcast. I tried to edit the field trip one and it's like, fuck this. Too hard.
Mate, it has been an absolute honor and a pleasure to do this with you. And I'm glad we're wrapping this up on a high. And like this is the end of the on-air thing. This is not the end in general and stuff like that. But this has been fun. And to the 12, the people who love us, the people who hate us, thank you so much. It's been so cool.
Love it, Hendo. Yes, thank you, everybody. It has been really cool. The meetup on the weekend was amazing, and the support has been really good. It's been good to have a little bit of fun, you know?
Absolutely. It's time to wrap this shit up.
Time to wrap it up. I still love your work, but I will not see you next week.
No, absolutely not. Won't see you next week.
Won't see you next week.